In this tutorial we're going to take a quick look on how to set up and use the ultimate budgeting tool. I'm using Google Sheets here, but the Excel version works the same for the most part. So the first thing that you're going to see when you get here is the possibility to change the theme color if you'd like. So if you click the deep sage box here, it will change into the sage color. On the other hand, if you click on the calm blue, you'll get the blue color theme. Remember to keep just one of these boxes checked at any given time, or if you don't check anything, it will go with the default color. The next thing is a couple of general instructions. So we already covered the color change with the checkbox at the top of the page, but if you'd like still another color, you can do that too by following the link over here. If you would like to use a very minimalistic version of the budget, like a paper printout version, you can use that one. So we included one for you, and you can get there with the link over here. The last thing on this page is the third note over here, warning you of changes that you potentially were not intending to do. So basically, if you try to edit something in the tool where you shouldn't make changes, let's say you delete this one, you'll get the warning box just like this one. Heads up, you're trying to edit part of this sheet, it shouldn't be changed accidentally. If you know what you're doing and you want to make edits, you can take this box, don't show this again for 5 minutes, and click OK. Then you can make other kinds of edits, but other than that, if you weren't intending to do any changes, you can just close the warning box and you're good to go. Next, let's take a look of the setup page. So when you come here, you'll see the instruction box on the right hand side. You see a similar kind on many of the tabs in the budgeting tool, and the logic with these are exactly the same, is to give you a couple of hints regarding this specific tab. So if you look at this one, it's saying that, say this color on the left, your inputs only go to cells with that color. Please do not touch or any other cells might interfere with the formulas and functionalities of the template. So you're always looking at the light gray colored background cells like this one and the ones over here. So the first one allows you to change your currency symbol. So right here it's US dollars, but if I would like to change to, let's say, euros, I can just copy and paste the euro symbol to this one, or any other symbol, or if you'd like to use USD as the abbreviation of the currency, you can do that too. But let's just stick with the dollars. The next one is step number 2. This is where you defined your spending category names. So you'll have 3 main categories: bills, expenses, and debt payments. The instruction box over here gives you kind of a quick start on this one. So you have a couple of basic ones. Let's put here, let's say, rent, and let's do electric, and then let's do, let's say, internet. And it's always a good practice to delete the ones that you don't need. Let's take a couple of expense categories like groceries and clothing, and let's do restaurants, and then delete the ones that we are not using. And let's put here, let's say, Visa credit card like this. And then the last step that you need to do is to define spenders. So let's put here a couple of names. Let's do Henry, Jack, and Jill, like that. So that's it with the setup tab. Let's take a look of how the log tab works. So in the log tab you see again a couple of instructions. This is a place to keep a log of all of your actual spending for bills, expenses and debt transactions. It's saying that you can insert your date as month, day, year, and then add value of the transaction, category and subcategory, and then the spender name if you like to keep track of the spenders. This is totally optional, so you can also leave the spender name blank. If you would like to change the date format to a different format, you can follow the instructions right here. Let's not do it right now, but as it says, you should select the column F by here and go to format and navigate to number, and then you can change the date format to your liking. It's also a good practice to use the way to select the date as it's saying here. So when you are on Google Sheets, if you double click the date field, it will pop up a calendar, and you can use that one to select the date format. This is an easy method to make sure that the date format is always correct. So you'll select a date, and then you'll enter an amount, category. This is, let's say, expenses, and it's on groceries, and let's say it's something that Jack purchased. If you have any notes that you would like to add, you can do that right here. And this is the method that you will do and use to enter all of your transactions throughout the weeks, throughout the months. So you'll just use the same log and just continuously insert new dates as time goes by. So let's take a look of the July tab, for example. It's very straightforward. You can type in the year over here. So if you are now in 25, you'll do 25. Next year in 2026, you'll type 2026 there, and so on. Then you have a couple of sections over here. Summary. You'll manage your income in this one, savings in this one, then bills, expenses and debt payments. First thing to do is to define your income category names. So you might have one income, two income streams, three or more. If you have a lot of different income streams, you can also group these together. So you could say maybe like online sales. If you have 2 or 3 or 4 online stores, you can just group them together to save space. You always have plan numbers and actual numbers. For the income and savings, as you can see, you'll enter here your planned number. Typically for fixed income, you'd know how much it's gonna be per month. And if you have like a side business or a side hustle, then you can insert here your plan for the month. And once the month is closed and we are in the next month, then you'll know how much you actually made that previous month, and then you'll insert that over here. Same goes for the savings. So you'll have your saving categories here, and then you'll insert the plan number and the actual number. Now it's a little bit of different thing for your spending. For bills, expenses and debt payments, you'll insert your plan number over here. Rent, electric, gas, water and sewer, things like that. And then for the expenses, the exact same thing. And finally, your debt payments go to this section. What you can notice over here is that the actual numbers are not with the gray background color. So basically what it means is that there is a formula behind, and all of this works automatically. It's picking it up from your log tab. So if you would try to make changes here or insert numbers here, you would get this heads up warning box, and you can just close it. On top you have a couple of graphs that will show you some of the key things of your budget. For example, here you can easily compare your plan numbers and actual numbers in all of your 5 categories. All of this information is populated in your annual totals. So if you go into this tab, you can easily take a look of how your full year is looking like at the moment, and all of this information is pulled from your monthly tabs, so there's no inputs whatsoever that you would need to be making here. Then the actual dashboard is the same story. So this one doesn't require any inputs from your side, so you don't see any of the gray colored background cells here, but instead you see some of the key things about your budget, like your income, as you have inserted it in the monthly tabs. The bars are per month, and it's on the left side for the total of the month, and then on the other hand the line over here indicates the cumulative amount, and you'll read it over here. So 75k in this example. It's split it in this donut chart, and then you have a couple of kind of key numbers here. Your total annual income, highest savings month, March with $2,000, highest income month, December, $8,900, and then lowest saving months over here, which in this example has been October for $150. And you can take a look of the other graphs in the dashboard. With that, we can head into the Grow Your Wealth section and take a look of these tabs. The first one is to prioritize and think about your spending. So what you can see here is that there's only a couple of things that you need to do in the gray colored areas, and all of the white colored or white background colored areas will be populated automatically based on your inputs in the log and in the monthly tabs. So this section is just designed to help you prioritize your spending. So basically what you do is you will just assign a priority to your different bills and assign a priority to your expenses, just so that you can have the summary section over here, which could point you in the right direction if you are trying to save more money. So basically you'll see your categories here automatically populated. What I put in as examples: rent, that's very important, so we have marked it as very important. So is electricity and gas and water and sewer. Phone we've put in as important. But then we have a couple of bills like Netflix. We've not marked it as less important, and same for Hulu. And you can do the same exact thing for your expenses, just to help you view those less important spending items and to more easily figure out where you might save some money. The next section is a savings tracker. This is quite straightforward. So you have 10 different savings categories that you can use. Those are listed here when you scroll to the left and to the right. So you'll type in the name of this savings goal. For example, I inserted here as an example the Christmas savings. Goal is $1,000. Deadline is December 1st, 2025, and that means that it's calculating that there's 144 days left. At the bottom here, you will insert all of your actual savings that you've done and the money that you have put aside for Christmas savings. So, for example, you're aiming to do $100 each month, and you've done so from February to June. Once you check the box over here, so for example, if I've now put aside $100 for July, it will just calculate the amount to be 600 at the moment, meaning 60%. That will be the same for each of these savings categories. The savings challenge is just a small challenge if you'd like to do that. So the idea over here is to enter your savings goal in this box. If you are aiming to save $1,000, the sum of these boxes will add up to $1,000. So I think we can see it here. It's 1,000. If you're aiming to save 500, then the boxes will sum up to that total of $500. And basically the idea here is that every time you put aside this sum of money, $10 today, you'll just delete the figure in this box. Alright, the last one is a subscription tracker. So this one is just a small tool to help you understand how much you are paying for your subscriptions, and on the other hand potentially plan a little bit for your subscriptions to save some money. So you again look for the gray colored cells. You can see those here and here, and in the middle section over here. In this one you will be defining your subscription category names. Most typical are streaming and music, but you might have other subscriptions too that you can list here in the category names section. The next thing to do here is to list the actual provider. So I listed Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Spotify and Apple Music here, and then pick the category name for that provider. You'll insert how much these are per month, 20, 15, 15, 13, 13. And then what you do next is each time you are using this service, so you're paying for the service, you will check the box. So if you are using Netflix in January and February, but you're taking a break in March, then again you had it active in April, but not in May, in June, but not in July, then in August, but not for the rest of the year. It's calculating that you have a total of 5 active months for Netflix, and with $20 per month, it's $100. And once you check these boxes according to how you're using these services, you'll also get the full amount. So streaming is 205 in this example, and music is $195 in this example. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that this will help you to set up your budget in the most efficient way.